Of a conflict with our meeting and the vigil on the beach. We'll have to do that. Gloria wanted me to introduce her campaign. Deputy campaign, and it's Irish.
Irish and ICOF.
Okay, ICOF. Okay, very good, and we'll appreciate y'all coming. Okay, tonight, James Wiles, are you there? Do you want to come up? He wanted to talk a little bit tonight, I think, about voter registration, get out the vote.
How do you follow a lineup like that? You don't. I very deliberately chose when I would talk to you. I wanted to go after Dr. Tinubu because I wanted you to hear her. Do you think Dr. Tinubu can win?
Yep.
I think Dr. Tinubu can win. And what if she had not left, what I would have said from here, and you can carry the message, is what I said to Ted Vick when I met him back in January, which is, I wish you were a Republican. And that's what I'm here about. I want to take 5 minutes and make some very fundamental points. We're all political activists here, every last one of us. So I'm going to do a little inside baseball. If the people in this room do nothing between now and November 6th but vote, the Democrats will probably win this district. Because nothing has energized the Democrats like the ticket that will be on the ballot on the Democratic side in November. Dr. Tinubu is a very accomplished, very, very capable, seasoned campaigner. Very personable, very motivated, an inspirational speaker. We got to beat her. And the way we do that is not just by ourselves voting, but by getting our friends, our co-workers, our colleagues, the guys we play golf with, to register by October 6th and to vote in November. And we've had a wake-up call here, which was the primary season that we've just lived through. The party in this county is divided, not united. We have to unite by November 6th. We really need to unite by the beginning of September, because if we stay as fragmented as we are, we lose. And to unite means nothing more than deciding to walk towards the general election to victory and then sorting out a lot of things in March. That was the message Tom Herron brought to the Horry County Executive Committee, and I think that's the message that I hope all of you will take. But the fundamental thing that has happened this year is we have had an unusually challenging primary season. And we've had a lot of candidates kicked off the ballot. Some of them are here, they got back on. We had a free-for-all in the primary, then we had a very bitter runoff. And there's a lot of hard feeling. There's a lot of hard feeling. And we just have to take it, and we have to put it over here. And we have to go ahead and win the general election. And the way we do that is really three things. Number one, we have to raise money. For candidates, we have to raise money for the registration and voter turnout drive that the county party is going to have. And we have to get everybody we know that we would identify as a Republican voter, a conservative voter, a libertarian voter, that's not registered, to register. You need to ask people. When I ran the Santorum office here with a field rep who I think would say I actually worked for him, in January, I had a lot of volunteers. And it was pretty intense because the presidential debate was here and we were staffing that, and I basically had to run them all. So I went out to lunch a lot to get away from that. And every place I went, I started asking people if they were registered to vote. Do it. You'll be amazed how many people aren't registered to vote. And they'll either say, I don't have time, or I don't think it makes any difference. Or some people will say, in the culture of deference that still very much is alive here, I don't think I should vote. I don't think I know enough. I'm not educated enough. Preach the gospel to them. Go to the Horry County Board of Elections website. Print the registration form. Give it to them. Am I doing anything the Democrats aren't doing? The Democrats are going to the churches and the schools. They're going to register everybody they can. We need to do the same thing. And the proof of that is what happened in the primary. Because fundamentally what we're dealing with, folks, is something called voter alienation. Usually when you have low turnout, the political scientists say, oh, that's because people were content. Oh, it's because people don't want to make a difference. Everything is okay. Well, the Carolina Patriots exist because people aren't content. And what happened was 86% of the registered voters in Horry County, in the primary and in the runoff, did not vote. Did not vote. That's the actual statistic. If we do that again in November, they win. It's that simple. So register your friends, register your neighbors, ask people. Do what the professional, voter ID, identify likely conservative voters that are not registered and get them registered. That's the second step. The third thing is to get them to the polls. Get them to the polls. Ask them if they voted. Wear your sticker, because everybody here voted. And that's really it. What the party is going to do is a little fundraising, and then we're going to have in September a voter registration drive, and we're going to then to have a voter turnout drive. It's a little unclear at this moment whether the campaigns are going to do the voter turnout drive or whether the party will. But it's really 1, 2, 3. Raise the money, spend the money on registration and turnout. And that's where you come in.
What's the deadline for voter registration? 30 days before?
Correct. 30 days before the general.
October 5th. October 5th? Do you want those circulated?
Yeah. We need volunteers. We need people who will show up and help. Because, I'm done now, if the only thing all of you here do is vote, you just met the next congressman. I think. Thank you. This is where people are on the weekends to fill out voter registration forms, and or you can volunteer for the voter turnout effort. What I would ask is, everybody volunteer for the registration.
And we as the party?
Yeah.
This is for the Republican Party?
Well, there's no party registration.
Across the street for the Republican Party.
I understand, and that's why I came here. But that, I mean, this, thank you.
It's not Acorn or anything, right?
It's to register people to vote in the general election, because we don't register by party, but it's just to make sure that everybody is registered to vote and then encourage them to get out to vote, if that's what I'm taking from this, James.
The thing I would do, I would ask you to do, is ask for some people that you know that you assume vote to register. You will be very surprised. And then I think you'll decide to help. So the form will come around. I hope you'll all sign up. You'll be hearing from us.
All right, you're just signing up to be contacted, and then somebody will contact you to see what you're interested in participating or volunteering to do, right? Good.